Alright guys, doing major work in here. See, I've got these lamp eyes out and the black skirts. I got to catch these two guys right there. See those two black skirt? And I've got another lamp eye in here somewhere, but let me just pull back. Doing another big drain. Trimmed some of the dead leaves on the sword. As a matter of fact, I missed one. That one right there needs to get trimmed. The surface skimmer wasn't working that well. And what I mean by that is it was putting micro bubbles into my canister, and it was causing my canister to just make this terrible sound. So anyway, but that's what it means in a large tank, just so you guys know, because you guys are always like, why don't you get rid of that fish? Why don't you, why are those in there? Well, this is what it means to get rid of fish. So, but if you'll notice, this tank looks really different. Let me pull back. By the way, recognize all that driftwood? There's a piece sticking in there as well. But this is what that tank looks like with no driftwood. And I also trimmed some of the stargrass. Stargrass, I don't really care for when it starts thinning out and getting scraggly. I like it when it's low and bushy. But I'm going to let some of that grow back. And I got a lot of work to do, so we'll see what happens. But I'm going to siphon up a bunch of stuff and catch me some fish and move them to here, and then they're a lot easier to catch later. So anyway, thanks for watching, and doing some more spring cleaning. See you guys later. What's going on, folks? That wood looks terrible. Even my wife, who always says, oh, it looks good, or she's like, no, I don't like it. So and I don't either. I mean, I don't know. It looks like I put it together to build a bonfire. So, if I'm going to use that to light it and roast marshmallows, then, that driftwood looks perfect. But anyway, going to change it all around again. Going to do a big water change again today. Then I'm also going to do it over here because I've got all these guys over here. What's up, guys? I'm going to shut things down. Just did a big water change right here. Not sure if you can hear me or not. Sorry for talking so quiet. But gonna turn this off. Alright guys. Here's the new look. Got the driftwood kind of shooting up to the top. Not really sure how that's gonna pan out. But I lifted this up a little, so there's more of a kind of a gap under there. I don't know. Still thinking about it. These guys are all out. They seem to be doing pretty good. Checking me out. And, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Turn this off. We don't have any glare. That's kind of what that looks like now. I don't know if I like it or not. I think I just need to leave it alone and let the plants grow out, but I'm not happy that I can see that heater. Thinking about getting 2 Neotherm 200 watts, put them in here and put one in each corner and be done with it. So they'll hide really well, and I think it'll be dialed in. This tank should be pretty clear in the morning, and I'm not sure if I like that. Let me pull back for you guys. I like that I can see the discus more. The ropes you're seeing are the lily pads, but we'll see. Let it grow out some more. Try to make some room for that lace plant to come back on the right. And the big lace plant that I had, I know you guys won't believe this, I haven't told you yet, but I actually trimmed it all down and then buried it in the very back wall, like right in there, and it hasn't shot up at all. So I don't know what I need to do to revive it, but it's almost like it's gone dormant, which is just crazy. I guess they're more sensitive than I realized. But I'm going to try to see if I can find it and see if it'll come back a little bit. But yeah, this is kind of it. Let me know what you think. I'm going to get some good algae growing in that driftwood up in the highlights. And one thing I noticed doing maintenance today, I'm going to share with you guys really quick. I actually had a clip break on my bulb. If you can see this bulb right here in the back, that one right there is drooping down because these plastic clips that they're on, and you can see one right. That plastic clip right there broke. And anyway, I need to reclip it. Actually, I probably need to do it tonight. I just got to figure out how to get to it. Hey guys, here's this part. See, it cracked. And it's just yellow. And I have got an extra one here as well, but I always try to put all my spare parts in a box with my tank. And if I can, I put them in the box that it came with. So put this back up, but make sure helps me so I can always find it later. Hey guys, another day, another water change. Fun. Biscuits look like they're really having a good time though. I will say this, you can see how they all kind of come to the front or the corner. And let me get the glare of the lights off, but anyway, they're all hanging out together. Now they're all running over, but pretty fish. So, hoping that's all going to work out. It's amazing how heavily planted this tank looks when I have the water out of it, or most of the water, because all this stuff collapses, and then the plants in the back that look really low when the tank is full of water look pretty high now. So, matter of fact, let me do this really quick. And I got the fan on. Let me show you what this is looking like, but gets the glare of the lights off. And I left some food in there. I had fed them, and then I was just like, you know, still got some biofilm on the surface of the water, still got some algae issues. Going to do a water change, get all the nutrients out, and we'll see how it goes. And I got to be careful with that fan. The fan will, some of these plants don't do really well when you dry them out with air. Sword's one of them. Dubious, I don't think you could, I mean, you know, maybe if you put it in the desert in the hot sun it would dry out, but it's pretty good. But the fish are doing well. They like this new scape. And hopefully this thing will kind of fill in like this. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can kind of see how shallow it is. Sorry I didn't get a lot of sleep. It's been a crazy week. Not my normal peppy self, but hey, when I think about being peppy, I'll just be obnoxious. But the look at the little puffer back there, checking it out, and the rams are doing well. They're loving the food. They're loving the clean water, and these guys are really coloring up nice. The discus, and it's about time. This is about as low as I get it. And the cool thing is, you can see this one's about down where I want it as well. And what I did is I just unhooked it from the FX5, closed that turn right there, and then put it in the water, and then open it back up, and it's still got the siphon gravity fed, and it just starts sucking water out of here. So by the time I put water in here, I'll be ready to put it in there. The advantage of doing it this way is I put the water on the water sensor right there, and then I get it dialed in right there. So you guys, thanks for watching, and those are turquoise discus, and they're absolutely beautiful. So hey, happy Thursday. Thanks for watching. And this thing finally let go. It's floated up. It's kind of a bummer. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I think it's going to be that plant on the left, the baby tears, and that's going to be it. We'll see. I need to do some work in that tank, but focus on this one first. Got to set priorities, and you can see these guys are hanging out pretty good, and they're starting to gel, starting to school, and just had to pull all the water out. Just kidding. All right, guys, later. Got a lot to do. See ya. Almost done topping off this water change. You can see the driftwood has got to get covered, which, you know, I don't have a turtle or anything in here. I'm not worried about anything crawling out. Fish kind of like that because it's up high and it makes them feel like they're under something. Still not crazy about this piece of wood here. I was just trying to figure out what to do with it, actually. These right here are a must for a deep tank. See this algae right here? Right there. I'm trying to keep this stuff from growing in the small stuff. So I'm pulling it out when I do water changes. And it's time for me to move to this tank from that tank. You guys be good. Later. Alright folks, Thursday, April 25th. And put some bloodworms in for those guys just to reward them for a long water change. And I think they're doing pretty well. They're hunting for food. Getting ready to turn the light off in there in just a minute. And those two swords in the back actually came off of baby runners off of, if you look, there is a runner right there. That little stem kicking out is going to have some swords kicking off of it. And I just waited until it got big enough for roots. It had some white roots on it. Got pretty good size. I don't know. You know, about the size of dwarf sage. But, you know, the same length, but the leaves were a little wider. But good roots on it. Planted it eco-complete. And then I hit it with some root tabs. Secum root tabs. Or secum, however you want to say it. You say potato, I say potato. But this tank, I did a water change on that. And of course, I'm doing like every 48 hours of water change on this until the blackbeard algae goes away, or, you know, I run out of water, whichever comes first. But it looks like things in here are going to slowly clean up. What I'm really thinking about doing is here's what's going to be interesting. This is new for me. I never have driftwood that high. See where my finger, that's kind of my finger right there. I'm going to stop right there. So on this line where it comes up, it's just right almost at the surface. I'm thinking about putting that Riccia that just let go here in the 5-gallon Fluval spec. And it's got algae, which is why it's not really cloudy. It's just there's junk on the glass. So anyway, I'm just exhausted. I'll clean this tomorrow when I need something to do. I was really impressed with the Georgia Aquarium, how they just let the rotella, didn't do anything to it, just let it run all the way to the top and just let it, you know, finger up and out, and we'll see how that goes. Believe it or not, right back in there past the Bacopa, there's a gap in there, and that is where I put the large lace plant that was over here in the corner. And, you know, call me an idiot. Well, I'm sure some people may call me worse than that, but I trimmed it. I cut it back, and, you know, I trimmed the roots, and I cut all the leaves off of it and buried it. Well, not all the roots, but trimmed a few, and then buried it in the rich substrate, and then was thinking that it would grow up and shoot out, and it has been dormant back there, and it's, you know, I don't know if it's going to show itself. Very, very odd. This is wisteria here that I kind of cut back, And then I really cut back a lot of the stargrass because it was just starting to get stringy and not look too good. So I didn't mean to mess up the trident java fern, which is one of the names for it. But what happened is when I had my driftwood out for 2 days trying to catch all of those red lampi tetras, the little silver guys, like that one that just shot through, catching those in this tank took me forever. Which is, you can see some of this brown on the anubias. It's just where it was not sitting in water. I just had it in a big canister. Had it in a big bucket, huge big bucket I use for doing maintenance, and dried it out. So may bounce back, may not. Don't really care. More focused on the blackbeard algae, and my number one priority is keeping these guys fat and happy and healthy. And I kind of got the livestock the way I want now too, because I've got guys that like to sit in one place, like the glass cats or the red minor tetras, and then those X-ray and the rasboras like to move around in school. And I've got a hatchetfish that likes to be a bottom swimmer, which defies all rules, but that's another story. He does like hanging out under those lily pads though, so we'll see. But hey, you guys, thanks for watching. Happy Thursday. I'm going to get this up on Friday because you're not going to hear or see me over the weekend because I got too much going on. So, but I will clean up the 5-gallon and try to update you guys on it. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. And let me know what you think. Lie to me. Feel free. Hey, look at these guys hanging out. That's just kind of cool. Liking that. They're definitely kind of the star of the tank. Want them to be happy. And just want you guys to see what's going on here. Watch the biofilm. So what I'm doing, just so you know, that's a low-end power head. And it's got a hose right here, but I don't really see it pulling that much air. But what I'm trying to do is, you know, get this surface skim, suck it in the water, blow it back through, and I'm purposely going in the opposite direction of the FX5 outtake to try to keep it from being so turbulent. So that's kind of the plan, and we'll see how this works. But you can see, I mean, I've got some surface skim on here because I had to. And what happened, just so you guys, if you don't remember, but what was really going on, it was just a bummer, was that the FX5 is so strong and has so much suction that it wasn't pulling the water. You can see how that's just pulling the water. The FX5 was actually just pulling air. I mean, it's just a tremendous amount of suction. So I got a low end. I got the lowest end power head that Cobalt Aquatics makes. And matter of fact, let me get you the box for that really quick. I got this right here, and it comes with all kinds of adapters, and you know, there's different things you can use it for. Has a 3-year warranty. I got the low end one, so the max flow on the one that I got is not that high, and I just wanted enough. Pretty versatile. One thing I noticed is that it wasn't snug right here between that and the housing for the motor. So I just used some Teflon is what I've always called it. But this is what I got. Of course, you know I'm a big fan of Cobalt Aquatics. They're down the street from me. I know those guys. Those guys were kind of the brain trust behind Marineland before they got bought out. But anyway, it wasn't exactly snug. I got a little bit of Teflon. This stuff's dirt cheap. It's just some white plastic. Wrapped it like 3 times, and then it was snug as it was perfect. It fit perfect. So now I got what I want with the biofilm. And by the way, I got this today too. I got the got a can of that. That's their discus flake that's come out. And you know how I am about food. Wait till you see this. Men, 45% of crude protein. It's even got dried beef heart in here. So good stuff. Spirulina, all kinds of nice things in there. Good quality discus flakes. So, but I'm gonna get the FX5 going, and then we'll see how this works. But this is exactly what I wanted. It's doing the surface skimmer, and this was the bad area for me. I got in this corner right here. It tended to things just tended to back up. So I think this is going to really help, and we'll see. We'll see. But that's kind of it. And thanks for watching. I'm gonna try to get you guys out a really good video this week. So that's the plan. And all the fish out of here are gone. I got credit for them. So the filter power head was actually free. So what a deal. And that was the black skirts and the lamp eye Tetris. Thanks. Thanks for watching. See you. Hey guys, just a tip. So this piece on the power head, this fits perfect for the tubing on the surface skimmer, but it's not really tight into that. Well, let me get the leaf out of the way. It's just really loose right here. So what I'm going to do, and I mean it's just barely loose. So the plan is, and just a tip, not that I'm a plumber, but you get this stuff really cheap. This is just like the white Teflon. I'm going to put a few spins of that around that power head little fitting, and it's going to make it so that it's going to be snug, and that piece right there is going to stick. And this stuff's just like a white plastic, so it's not going to hurt anything. It's totally safe. Even, I mean, a lot of people do this for plumbing, for drinking water. So anyway, just a heads up, just an FYI, and we'll see how this gets going. Now I'm amazed when you take out a lot of plants, how it makes the water cloudy. And I'm still waiting for the water to clear back up, but it hasn't yet. But the plants really help keep it crystal clear. So I got a lot more work to do. I got some moss here. Not happy with the quality of this water. Getting ready to do another water change. Been doing a bunch of them this week. Hoping the plants are going to start kicking in and booming and greening up. And we'll see. This looks terrible here because I had this pulled out of the tank for 2 days. And it's slowly bouncing back, but it's not good for Java Fern or Nubius to completely dry up. So it's kind of testament how hardy that plant is that it's bouncing back. So we'll see. No complaints. Just got a lot of work to do. I'm going to try to put all this together. Thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys had a great week. And I'm going to try to put all this together in a single video to show you what kind of great, exciting, fun week I had doing absolutely nothing but watching the fish. That's sarcasm. Thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. Later, guys. See ya. What is that? I've never seen anything like that in my life. Curious what you guys think that is. I don't know what it is. I see the eggs. Let me try to get this out of there without dropping it. There's an egg right there. I pulled it. Rather large. I don't know what it is. Just kind of curious who did that. I don't know who could have done it. So, very, very bizarre. I'm thinking it's maybe the catfish. That female Cory, but I don't know. That's just the craziest thing I've ever seen. Or maybe it's the zebra loaches. They've been swimming against the glass. But anyway, give you an idea what kind of water change I got going on here. And then I just moved this. This is actually what I do to pump out water out of the 120. And then what I've been doing is I've been closing it while there's a seal on it, moving it to here and then open it up and then using it as a siphon drain, since water's gonna want to find its way to the lowest point of gravity. So just siphons it right out, and it's a good big hose. So by the time I get this full, this is where it needs to be, and it takes no time at all to fill the 33 as compared to the 120. That's kind of the density of plants that I want for this tank. You can see how the fish are schooling well, and there's the big blue diamond discus. Here's these discus here. These guys really lighten up in color whenever I do water changes. I think they respond well to water changes. We'll see. Time to get things going. Thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. Later. Hey guys, happy Sunday. Just showing you the tank after a week of work. I'm going to try to put everything together in a decent video later. But discus are out in force. They really seem to like the new scape. I put some Riccia flutens right up, right there. I'm going to get a little closer here, but this blue diamond discus is really, really large. Actually bigger than my hand. And he's got very good vision, very intelligent, and he's probably ready to send me. He's probably ready to take off. But the other guys are kind of smaller. The one next to the big blue diamond is definitely the dominating discus of that group. But you can see that I'm trying to really get this Riccia flutens right here. If I can get that to take on that branch, that would be ideal. Still have some algae problems. Got to cut back on the light. Those Cory cats, I've got two babies in there. The large Cory cat is a female. The tiny one is a male. He's following her around. I just did a water change earlier, and they want me to feed them. But kind of excited how everything's kind of worked out. I put everything together. This tank, I took all the lamp eye tetras and the black skirt tetras to the store to get credit. And then this tank's just looking well. I'm amazed if you have really good plants and not a lot of fish, it's a lot less work, in my opinion. But it's always something. And I need to work on the Fluval 5 spec. And what I will do is I will actually try to clean that up some. But I'm going to move in here and open up the canopy. And this blue discus is probably going to run away from me. We'll see. Yep, there he goes. But he definitely likes this wood. They just feel safe because they go in there, they go under the branches. They're not as hiding in the swords as much. And I'm just going to put some food in here and feed them, call it a day. But just to sum up, the surface water is really clean, and got a power head pulled into the surface skimmer just because the FX5 had so much suction on it that it was sucking down air and putting air in my canister. So that's kind of it in a nutshell.